And we're back. Happy 2020. In this video, we're going to talk about how I got from this 2019 vision board to this beautiful, powerful 2020 vision board. Let's get into it. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know that I start all of my wellness rituals by creating a clear, sacred space. I'm joining my family at my aunt's house this time, so I lit an old sage bundle that I had and smudged her space, myself, the facilitator, my daughter, Ava Luna.
Say, I release.
My mom, Mercy. My tia, Marta. My prima, Maridalia, a.k.a. Lala. My prima, Natalie, a.k.a. Nata. And my prima, Marieli, a.k.a. Lily. Then we sat down and ran down some important info first.
And I start cutting now?
No.
Because these came out when you read la carta.
Yes.
Y me salió breathe. I feel like I don't breathe.
So let's talk about first the staples of vision boards, okay? Because people just like to throw them together, and that's not really how it should be. So there are several things that you should know. One, we're gonna take a picture of ourselves today. I brought my handy dandy. I have a Polaroid printer, so we can put a picture of ourselves in the center. It's really important. I feel like you don't have to do this, but to have a photo of yourself in the center is good because it's like you're surrounded by everything that you want to see. So like a happy picture of yourself. If you have a picture of yourself that from a really good time in your life, that's also really good. I have a picture of me and Huey when we were dating because we were young and beautiful and kidless and skinny. And I think I'm gonna put that on my board. So pictures are important. So I'm gonna take a picture of each of us. Can I zoom up? Can I talk?
Not now, dear.
Number 2, when you're cutting, make sure that you do not take or cut out things that are negative. So, for instance, a lot of people like to put debt-free, not good because it has the word debt in it. So if you have, this is your vision board. So what's your vision? If your vision is not to be debt-free. Your vision is to be financially stable. Your vision is it could be to be rich. There's nothing wrong with that, envisioning that. But you shouldn't have negative words. So no beat depression, even though that's something that I would put. Because then you have depression on your board. Maybe it's just be happy. I have happiness. I have joy on my board from last year.
So positive words.
Positive words only. 3, you don't have to fill up the board, but it's good to get a little bit of everything. What some people do, Thea has a really big board. She could probably do this. So you could split the board in 4 and separate it by personal, career, love, and travel, or whatever 4 things are really important to you. I usually do business, personal, travel, and impact, how I want to impact the world. So you figure that out, but make sure that you have an equal amount of everything. Are you kidding?
What are you doing?
This is for me. You're doing your own personal video?
Yes. So our picture goes in the middle.
Right.
And around it, whichever way you want it.
However way your soul calls you to put it on the board.
So if I feel some kind of a negative, I'm going to go to the opposite.
Right. Just flip it, because then you're also flipping your mindset about that specific thing. You're not looking to be debt-free, because then you're debt-free, and then what? You still, maybe you're not making enough money. Maybe you're not, you don't have all the streams of income that you need to be where you should be in your life. So reach for financial stability, reach for emotional stability instead of again, depression-free or anxiety-free or whatever. Positive words only. The power of this is this is not casting a spell. This is not oh my God, if I put it on the board, it's gonna come true. It's all the power of intention. So it should just act as a reminder. My thing is that remember who the fuck you are. Mm-hmm. So it's just reminding you of your power and that everything that's on these boards are accessible to you. It's there. If you dreamt it, you can do it. If it's in the universe, you are setting the intention. I'm sorry, I'm getting too powerful. You are setting the intention, and you're telling God, the universe, whatever you call it, that this is what you see for yourself, and this is what you want. So present you with the opportunities where you can manifest you know, the opportunity to get you the new job or the new source of income that you need to do all these sorts of things or whatever it is that's on your board. Cool?
Cool.
Yes. For the people watching on YouTube, I have like magazines that I save throughout the year. Something that I do is I subscribe to like the little inserts that are in here that they give you like deals on like 12 magazines for like $6. I do that, so I got a lot of Elle magazines that way. I got some Partridge magazines that way, but we also went to Stop and Shop and spent like $40 on like 5 magazines, which is why I do the year-long things because they're so expensive. But we got markers, we got scissors, we got tape, we got everything. We ready?
Ready.
Ready?
Say it again, say it again. We have what?
What?
Just put
So at it.
Oh,
How's it going, guys?
So good.
What do I
I
want?
want to find something.
What do I want? I don't know what I want.
That's the first
What
thing
do
you
I
have to
need?
meditate on is what you want. If you don't know what you want, then, you know, Papa Dio can decide for you.
Because I have most of the things I want, I think.
That's very nice.
Think about what you want. Nothing is too guilty. Unless it feels evil, then, you know.
No, never evil.
Never either.
I want, you know what I want?
What?
To pay off my house.
Yes, that's a good one.
That's what I want. To pay off my house
The apartment.
and my apartment at the beach. My beach apartment.
Put it down.
I have a picture
sure
too. I'll
I
send it
connect
to
to
you.
print.
Natalie's is for this.
Okay. This is the best little printer ever. I'll leave a link in the description box. Yes.
You're taking the picture now?
Yep.
Are
I
you
love
serious?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It'll come out.
Picture of a picture.
Yes.
It's a
Polaroid.
Oh, but she's taking.
The printer prints it.
Print it for you.
Oh, this is so
I'm doing this
cute.
picture.
Oh, so should I get one in my phone?
Yeah. I'm printing this one of my birthday in Tulum, Mexico. It was like my favorite birthday ever.
Oh, I
was
love
like,
this picture of you.
I had
so
just
much.
lost 33 pounds. I was like, had the best month of my work.
No, but that
It's been an insane amount of hours. How many hours has it been? It's been like 5 or 6 hours we've been at it. And none of us have, except Tia, that glued. But we're going to show some of our favorite cutouts. This is my situation.
Done.
This is my picture to go in the center.
Don't show mine.
Me and Huey a long time ago, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. And me, Huey, and Ava on my birthday. My favorite cutouts, this lady laying on the sand somewhere, exotic. This fire blazer, because if I ever get called to a big ass meeting, this is how I'm gonna show up.
my favorite. Okay. Joy.
Joy, and her face is inside. How cool is that?
And I kind of like, I'm going to copy that. Can I copy that?
Of course. What do you have, mommy? Mommy has
I have
lot
a
of good
mess.
ones. She has a big ones.
But
She needs
I need a
board.
bigger pic. I chose this picture because that makes me happy.
Mommy drinking a coconut.
And that's my favorite drink. So I have very nice pictures of nature and
Beaches
and apartments and houses and cruises and signs and stuff.
My pictures from Christmas because it's my favorite time of year. Have a lot of physical goals. I want to run a half marathon within the next 6 months. Strong hiking, push up.
freckle eye.
Freckle eye.
She got freckles.
Accepted into something that I'm working towards.
Yes.
So that is gonna be coming within the next few months as well. And then just that's it for now, but we'll add more.
I have 2 eyes, I guess. So the first one is more like physical, tangible goals. And then we go down, and this is more mental,
There are 2
spiritual.
diamonds. And her nickname is Lala, so I found her that little Lala on the bottom, and it's the coolest thing ever.
Yes. A lot of messages, a lot of images. I love everything.
I love it. I've never seen a vision board like that, like double diamond like that.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
That's beautiful.
That's really creative.
It looks like an eye, like if you look at it this way,
Yeah.
pair of eyes.
And then I wanted to put an eye in the middle to connect it all.
That's super cool.
A lot of like what I tried to focus on was art because I love drawing, like any creative output. But I haven't really been able to do it recently, so now I want to focus or refocus more on that. So I tried to find any like snippet of like this is a Van Gogh painting. I have a couple pictures of Frida Kahlo in there somewhere. And also what I wanted to do was try to travel a little bit more. So a lot of other cutouts are like
Oh
of
my
cities
god,
I'd like
this
to
looks
visit.
like
And
you! Look at this! It's her! Oh my god, that's so cute. I will finish my board eventually. We'll see how many days it takes me, but I have a lot of stuff. I have so much stuff.
We went on 4 hours and I lost track of time. So I couldn't head home because it was just too late. So I'm sleeping over my parents' house in my teenage bedroom, which is all the motivation I need to make all my dreams come true in 2020. I'm so excited to wake up and finish putting my board together with my mom. Today was a really special day.
I have so many cutouts. I don't know how I'm gonna make this work, but I won't have a single white space this year. Like, not even one.
I'm home again and I'm ready to assemble my vision board. And I'm kind of sad because I really loved preparing this one. I was telling my mom that my 2018 vision board was and is still my favorite just because it was so fun to put together. It was at a huge turning point in my life and it was the one that like changed my life. But I feel like this one is big too. I don't know what's on the horizon. I just know it's going to be really bright. It's 1:15 a.m. and I finished. I have never been so proud of a vision board in my life. And I've been doing vision boards since I was a teenager. I'll try to find a picture of what my college dorm room looked like. But vision boards are my thing. I mean, obviously. I can't talk too loud because it's so late and my family's sleeping. But tomorrow I'm going to go through everything. And I'm also going to do my claim of abundance to kind of seal the deal on everything. Ooh, life happened, but I finally sat down and completed my 2020 intention work. This is the 2020 Claim of Abundance workbook. It's not fastened here because it's a printable download, and I haven't stapled mine yet, but this was a labor of love putting it together. This is the third iteration of the Claim of Abundance that was born from a need to put my written intentions for the year on paper, aside from just creating a vision board, or for people who just don't want to cut and glue paper together at all. It's beautiful and direct and informational and gives crystal clear instructions on how to create your sacred space, center yourself, and visualize exactly who you want to be, mind, body, and spirit in the new year. The 2020 workbook is 28 pages and gives you the space to write your word of intent for the year, draw your current and future self, and write very specific intentions about your mental health, body, spirituality, finances, career, adventure, forgiveness, love, and gratitude. I was so excited to finally sit down and write my own after doing all the work necessary to birth it into the world. I knew I needed to give myself ample time, space, and energy to do it because it's not easy work. I never say that it's easy work. I was filled with fire while inscribing my visions of the future on these pages, because I know exactly how powerful I am when I match my intentions with purposeful action. For me, moving into my current apartment, to finally creating this and helping others set the intention to lose hundreds of pounds, finding homes after being homeless, committing to lifelong partnerships, and more. The Claim of Abundance has been a divine guide for me and for thousands of others over the last 3 years. It is never too late to set your intentions with the universe for 2020. To purchase your own downloadable 2020 Claim of Abundance, visit melaniesantos.co/products. The time has come to review everything that I put on my vision board and why. So that next year, when we do our vision board review video, you can see. Okay, we have to start at the center. Center, I always put a picture of myself. I feel like you should surround yourself, and your year should be surrounded by all of the beautiful things that you want to see for yourself. So I put this picture of myself. It's a Polaroid picture. I showed you guys the printer that I used to print this. This is actually a photo from my cell phone that I printed onto Polaroid paper. And I'll link the printer in the description box. This is a picture from my 30th birthday. It was like the happiest time ever. I don't think I've ever been so happy in my life. I was bald. I had just shaved my head a month before. This is in my actual Airbnb. You see there's a pool in the back. I'm like in the jungle. Really, really happy time, and I want my 2020 to be as happy as this day was for me. Right behind me, I have a rainbow type of design, and the reason why I did that is because my brother passed 2 weeks after my 30th birthday, and since the day that he died, since his memorial actually, he's been manifesting as double rainbows, and just rainbows now remind me of him, so I want to be surrounded by my brother's energy this year. I have an eye up here above me, which is an all-seeing eye, an eye of protection, obviously to symbolize protection, but also to symbolize my connection to my spirituality. Going up, I have New York City up here. I have MS, which are my initials, and I have this one is all about you. My vision board from last year was also about me, but more so about my business. And I think it did manifest in really cool ways, but I wasn't as deliberate as I could have been. So this one is all about me. So right here, I have all like business stuff. I kept it only at the top versus like doing my entire board based on one thing. Okay, where do I start? Okay, let's start here. Right here, I have the zodiacs, and I have money. I have helped make an extra $10,000. I have success. This symbolizes my membership services. If you guys don't know, I have membership services in which I basically every 2 weeks send a newsletter out to my premium members where I dissect the new and full moons so that we can basically learn how to self-care with the new and full moon energy, with anything that's going on in the cosmos. And I'm very deliberate about just pointing out what's going on with the signs and how we can use that energy to really be our best selves. I also have, some of the memberships also have private groups. I dedicate a lot of energy to this. It's really big, and I just launched it in September. I think I'm at 150 members right now, which fluctuates day to day. But I really want to grow that, and I wanted to make me an extra $10,000 a month if possible. Like, that would be amazing. So this is something that I really want to focus on. I have a team, and I have it right over an agenda. One of my goals for 2020 is to create the first iteration of my agenda, my journal. My agenda, my personal agenda, is my life. I cannot live without it. And one of my dreams has always been to create an agenda where I could also implement, space to write intentions and new and full moon intentions and just plans. And, I feel like when you write something down, it's super important, super powerful. So I really want to make that happen. And I know I can only make that happen if I have a team. There's no way that I'm going to make that happen without one. So having a team, which is, I'm pissed that it's so small and like just black and white, but maybe that's what it is. You know, I only want really a small team. I have here influencer opportunity. I have Oprah. I have enjoy your new book, and I have success. I really do want to focus on creating more intentional partnerships this year. I had a few last year, and they were absolutely amazing. But influencer work is not something that I have influencer opportunity, I have Oprah, enjoy your new book, and I have success up here. The book stuff is really because I want to write a book, and I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but I really want to at least get started on the process of writing a book this year. So that's what this is all about. And when I think of Oprah, although she's not absolutely my favorite person right now for several reasons that we're not going to talk about on video, she's holding Michelle Obama's Becoming book, and she's just, I associate like books with Oprah. So it would be great to like write a book and get it in her hands. I also have influencer opportunity here. Influencer work is not 100% of my work. It's not 100% of what I focus on, but I would like to focus on creating more intentional partnerships this year. The partnerships that I did form last year and I did do work with and for were absolutely amazing in 2019, and I want to keep that going in 2020 even more so. I would like to do and more influencer work in 2020 that I did in 2019, but more than the speaking opportunities that I did. I also have, I can't tell you how many people came up to me and said, I'm so happy to have a woman in charge. I just love this quote. I love this jacket. I really, really, if I do speaking gigs this year, I want to just look fly. Like, when I see people speak, I remember their outfits. And I don't know if that like makes sense or even matters, but that's something that I just love. Down here I have a ladybug, which symbolizes my family and just being divinely guided, which is right here next to my all-seeing eye. When my grandparents died, they both manifested as ladybugs in my life, and that's something that I always carry very near and dear to me, and they do show up on very special occasions. So I have a ladybug here just like in my professional zone. Going this way, I have a camera. This is the EOS R, which I've been looking at very closely because I think I want to get this camera, but I'm not very sure. I actually found this in a electronics magazine, in a B&H magazine, so I cut it out because I'm not really sure if this is the one, but I absolutely want to get a camera this year so that I can make better videos, so that I can, you know, just up the quality of my work. I have numbers that speak to me, and I have finance. I have a big fear of numbers. I'm not in crazy debt, but I do have, you know, student loan debt. I have a little bit of credit card debt that I'm paying off. And I'm just afraid of numbers. So I want to love it. I want to love finance. I want to love, you know, love myself out of debt, which is really difficult, especially, you know, with my upbringing. I talked a lot about that in my money workshop with Desi Does It. We had conscious coins workshops where we talked all about, you know, getting out of a poverty mindset and how she was able to pay off almost $60,000 of debt in like 3 years. So stay tuned for the relaunch of that in April. Okay, right here I have beauty. Beauty is my word of intent for 2020. I had a really ugly 2019, and I want to cultivate beauty in all that I do this year. Okay, here is my love and family sector. I have a picture of me and Huey. This picture is really old. This is from September of 2016, and this is like fresh. We were young and beautiful and radiant before kids. And yeah, this is just how I just want to get back to this version of us. We're going to make 3 years of marriage on August 11th, 2020. And I just want to bring back the passion, the love, the romance. Not that it's gone too far, but, you know, it's been a difficult year. I also have crosstown transfer here. We are amidst looking for a new apartment right now, which we think we're going to move by the end of 2020. So I would love to just get out of this neighborhood. I grew up in this neighborhood. You know, everything that I've known and everything just is in this neighborhood. And I would love to, you know, move to Brooklyn or move to Queens or just move across town and just, you know, have more space and more light and just see different people and just gain new inspiration. So I have crosstown transfer here. I found this quote, which is very just like us. Mixing art and design practices under one roof, a New York-based duo hits their stride. My husband is very like design forward. He also has his own
wholesaling business, just real estate business, and I just wanted to be a lot of cash in our home, a lot of creative energy in our home. Passion awakens. I have this photo of me, Huey, and Ava in Tulum, looking like superheroes, looking sexy. Look at this sexy ass picture. I love this picture so much. This is just us traveling, being ourselves, being comfortable in our bodies, just like loving. This was also for my birthday vacation. Just love this photo. I have family here. I have tres tres, which symbolizes my brother again. Our special number was 33. I'll talk about that in a brief video that I am planning to film when I am ready. But this also pertains to family. And 33 is also a very, very holy number. But again, I'll talk about that in that video. I have a puppy here because I really want a dog. I don't know if it's going to happen in 2020, but I want to at least start setting the intention that, like, if we do move across town, that it's a building or an apartment that accepts dogs, because I really want a dog. I have Unplug, Unwind, Adventurous and Glorious, a suitcase. I have this island. I forget where this is. I think this is somewhere in Spain. And I have skydiving. So this is like my adventure and vacation zone. I got a certificate to go skydiving for my 25th birthday from my best friends, and I never used it. And I called and asked if it expires, and it doesn't. So I really want to do that this year. Unplug and unwind. Obviously, I need to just take more care of myself this year and just like unplug and unwind. Make sure to make time to go on vacation. And adventurous and glorious, because I would love to do more weekend trips with my family. Here we're getting into my personal healing and just like personal body, mind stuff. I have this girl here, and it's weird to have another girl on your board, but I'll tell you why. She has my exact curl texture that I had before I got pregnant. When I got pregnant, I lost my curls to pregnancy hormones. I don't know why or how, but I have straight hair now, and it's very frustrating to have a head of curls your entire life, and then you reach 27 and then they're gone. So I would love to somehow set the intention with the universe that, like, yo, I want my curls back. She also has this like watercolor flower tattoo on her forearm, on her arm, and that's something that I want to add to my New York tattoo that I have, because it's a little masculine looking, and I just want it to be a little bit more feminine, and I actually do want to add watercolor flowers to mine. I have this woman here, and although she's very skinny and white and looks nothing like me, she's just chilling on the beach. She's being herself in her one-piece bathing suit, and I just want this to be me. I felt more connected to my body. I felt free. I felt attractive. I liked the way I look, which is just encompasses all of this. I have a hand silencing an alarm for 6:30 a.m. because I really want to start being a morning person. I want to start waking up early. I wake up pretty late now. I wake up around like 8:30. Just because my kid's in daycare, like, she doesn't have a strict schedule, so I can pretty much bring her in whenever I want to, but I need this. I need this time for me. I have workout routine. I have I forget what leaves these are. I don't know if it's kale or what. I can't even see from here. I have a beautiful beach scenario right here, and I have Nourish Your Body, Health from the Inside Out, some type of green juice, and Happy Healing. I also have this girl riding a Metro card very happily, and this all ties in together. So I am dedicating, and I've told you guys this on social media. If you do not follow me on Instagram, you should. It's where I'm the most active. That every Tuesday is going to be dedicated to my self-care. So that means, finding different ways to work out, healing from the inside out. Maybe I do spiritual work that Tuesday. Maybe I do workout another Tuesday. Maybe I, whatever. Just finding different things to do for whatever I need and for whatever I want. So, whatever that looks like, you're going to have to just stay tuned on Instagram to see what it is. But yeah, this is just like all my body and like just healing from the inside out. The reason that I have Happy Healing in here is because I am always healing, but it's been a really difficult time for me. And I connected my body and like self-care sector with my spirituality sector that's right here. So I also have Nourish Your Soul, which matches my Nourish Your Body section over here. I have Elevate. I have this, which to me, symbolizes energy and protection and chakras and all that. I have Meditate and Seek Answers to the Big Questions in Life, which is just speaks for itself, major. I also have Beauty here,
because again, I want to cultivate more beauty in my healing. My healing has been very difficult and very painful, being that my brother passed last year. So it's just been very hard for me to be in my faith and just to believe in God mostly. And that's part of my work. Part of my work is to do, healing spiritual work, and it's just been a difficult road. I have C, because I know that I have greater spiritual gifts than I am tapping into, and I want to see what they are. I want to see if I'm meant to see spirits, then let me see spirits. If I'm meant to, do healing work in a certain way, then I really want to tap into that this year and just learn how to protect my energy and give off energy and all that stuff. Okay, here's my mental health sector. I have Don't Tell Me to Smile. I just thought this was cute. And this is just very like New York of me. Don't Tell Me to Smile with virtual world, real emotion, with mental health, with Nourish Your Mind, with, positive thoughts, stomping out the negative thoughts, with Beyond Purpose. I think this encompasses everything about my mental health advocacy. It's just like, if I want to be depressed on social media, or if I want to be depressed on a video and talk about the difficult things versus just like, be positive, then that's my business. Virtual world, but real emotion. Mental health in big red letters, showing the positive thoughts, but also showing the negative thoughts and just being comfortable with it, giving thanks that I have been given all of this as purpose, and going beyond my purpose to just be. This is my board. It's very crowded and it's gorgeous compared to my board from last year. It was super intentionally crafted. It took me days and days and days to create, as you can tell by this video, but I'm so proud of it. So, so, so proud of it. I urge you that when you make your vision board, just be super intentional. If it helps, purchase a claim of abundance and just fill that out either before or afterwards, so it gives you a better idea of what it is that you want to put on your board and why. You have to know what you want before you start cutting things out and just pasting them on. It's not an art project. It's a soul project. Oh, I forgot the most major part of this is love. I want to be rooted in love, and I feel like everybody's life should be rooted in love. If you learn anything from me, then it should be exactly that. But this is pretty straightforward, and I would love to see what your boards look like. Please, if you post them on social media, please tag me. Share this video with your friends, with your family. If you happen to do your own vision board parties, let me know. I hope they go amazing, and I hope it's just the most intentional 2020 you could make it. And I hope you can best flow with the changes and the tests that come. Thank you all for watching.